It's Thursday, October 16th, 2025. I have a few things to show before I paint this morning. Today's scent is Cartier. It's Baiser Valet, and it's very lily forward. It's um, it's a very elegant, feminine, soft perfume, and I usually wear this at night when I go out, but I was just in the mood for it today. So let's take a little bit of this. Take a breath. And I don't usually like powdery perfumes. It's not too powdery. It says it has a citrus note in it, which I'm not getting because I love citrus and I'm really sensitive to that. But it's just, it's very floral, strong lily. Um, it's described as green with like an opening of a green and citrus, but I just get more of like pure lily flowers, those oriental lilies. Hi, Vanessa. How's things? Another thing I wanted to show, since it's getting chilly out, I had a pair of these wrist warmers and I lost one. So I bought another pair from Etsy, and the lady that makes them is Knit Play Love. And these are great. I just wear these at the computer or when I go on a little walk. And I like them because they're really thin. They're not too thick. I do have a pair of these that are like wool and super thick and warm. But these are lovely, hand knit. And I'm not going to paint in them, obviously, because they will get ruined. But yeah, and Knit Play Love on Etsy if you're interested. She has a bunch of different colors. They're really soft and comfortable. And I just usually get black because if I get like white ones, they get dirty. Oh, that's lucky that you have a friend that makes them. I am going to work with just in sketchbooks today, and I have brought some of my nice sketchbooks out this morning. So let's start with this Canson Extra Large. I like this one because it's got this wire. Um, I don't. I'm running out of the word for what this is, but it's nice because when you open the book, it just lays flat. And then I also wanted to work with a limited color palette today. So I'm going to use Payne's Gray and transparent red iron oxide and possibly some of my favorite turquoise, which is the phthalo turquoise. It's kind of semi-transparent. I'm going to have to get some more. I'm almost out. And then I'm also going to use some white. And let's just see what happens. I also have some leftover, or I also have some collage from last week that I'm going to use. Sorry, my brain words are not working quite this morning yet. So that is this is a beautiful color, transparent red iron oxide. I think it was Sherry. Somebody told me that that's one of the best sellers. And then Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray is also a very beautiful color. Now let's just try these two. I might need to spice it up a little bit with some other colors, but let's just play and see what happens. So this is Payne's Gray. I don't know if you can see that. Here, let me put it on some paper. Payne's Gray looks like this. That's the wash of Payne's Gray. And then when it's thicker, it's just a beautiful blue, gray blue color. Very sophisticated as well. I guess it goes along with the Baiser Valet. Um, yeah, so that's the red, that's the Payne's Gray, and the red iron oxide looks like this. It's very transparent, so it just kind of washes. And I'm gonna try mixing these two and playing with these two together and seeing what happens. It's such an interesting color. Let's see what we get when we mix them. I'm curious. I think I'll get like a nice dark, almost black. Mixing these together. How is everybody doing this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are? Perhaps it's evening even. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's almost like a raw umber. I didn't mix them quite good enough, but gorgeous color. I love it. Beautiful. There's a little bit of this light blue that was left over from another painting that I think looks really beautiful with this. I think that's a cerulean. I didn't bring cerulean blue up, but it's nice to think about that. And I could probably get that tone with the turquoise if I decide to bring the turquoise out. Let me mix some of these with white, see what happens. I'm not sure. I've never used this color combination before, just solely these two. So this is the Payne's gray with white, and I'll show you what that looks like just on its own. Mm, that's interesting. So I really love it when two colors vibrate against each other. And I have a feeling this red iron oxide here, I'm going to put down a bunch. These are really beautiful layering colors because this transparent red iron oxide is so see-through and it dries really fast because it's thin. Okay. So this is almost dry here. And what I wanted to test was this light blue over the red iron oxide because I have a feeling it's going to sing. Let me use a different brush. See how it just sings off the colors? Sings off of that. I love it when it does that. I have some collage papers from last week. I almost like the white better. Yeah. Sometimes I do that when I'm gluing it on. I'm like, oh, I like the white better. So I'm going to make a new one. Just the whites. Yeah, I can use gouache. Um, I'm kind of out of colors. I'll have to order some more. But yeah, gouache is gorgeous. I love gouache. All right, so we're gonna make that U shape again. Although now I like that. That one's just more interesting. That's beautiful, but you know what I could do? Hmm. All right, I'm gonna mix some of the red iron oxide with white and see what I get. It's kind of as you would expect. So because I like this, I want it to pop off the page here. Right now, there's not enough contrast. I'm gonna give it something to work against here. Vanessa, I'll try to remember to bring out my gouaches. That's kind of fun. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now, although I always say that. I say that. Let's leave it and come back to it in a second. Just give it a minute to dry. This is, and I can list these in the description below if you're interested. This is Canson as well. Okay. So I got some paint on the brush there, the handle. I'm using this white, the Basics Acrylic Liquitex Titanium. It's very thick. It's the best white. I'm gonna make some more of that umber again. It's so pretty. That's the red iron oxide and the Payne's gray together. It's instant umber. Basically equal parts. And it's a lovely brown. Um, you know what? I brought up some boxes because I brought up some texture materials because I thought this is the Trader Joe's. If you have Trader Joe's, the frozen garlic and the frozen ginger packets, and which I love because I don't know, it's so much easier than cutting up garlic. Shame on me, but I also love the texture that these create in my paintings. This is a really translucent kind of paint, so I don't know how well this is gonna show up on my painting, honestly. Here, just mix it a little bit stronger. Is everybody getting ready for Halloween? Any interesting costumes? It is cold up here, Vanessa. Yes, it is in the 50s. So, oh, you're in Louisiana. I bet it's warmer there, though. I got a little texture. I think that's nice. It's not bad. It'll do. Give it one more go. Yeah, I brought out all my sweaters, put all my summer clothes away. That's interesting. I like how it picks this up too. And I'm gonna add a little white to this umber. You get a mid value here. Just a little dark. Okay, so now I have a nice mid value. That's too wet. Not wet enough. Beautiful mid value there. It's like a gray, a taupe. Could probably be even more mid. It's a little dark. Let's bring it across. Yeah, Vanessa, I don't really like to dress up either. I'm not one of those kind of people that likes to wear costumes. Um, but no judgment. No judgment if you do. Okay, now it's taking a really long time to dry that. How about scary movies? I just watched a movie called Presence by Steven Soderbergh, and I really liked it. It was great. That's that's fun. Maybe too fun. Too much fun. I made a bunch of collage papers last week. So this is the one that looked like steak. I did my jelly plate and it turned out like a piece of steak. I don't know if I like it, but um, if you cut it in the right shape, it'll be okay. I'm gonna cut a piece of the stripy one. And I did these ones on my jelly plate. So if you want to see how I made these, you can just check out last week's live. It will be posted. That's nice. I like that. I like that on the taupe there. I'm going to put more taupe down. This is just satin glazing liquid I'm using as glue because the glue stick, usually it doesn't rip this because this is the wet strength tissue paper. It's pretty strong, but I'm just gonna play it safe. And I liked it right here. I think that looks really sophisticated. Um, let's try. I really like these two colors. It's just fun to work with them. Let's try some more of that red iron oxide. Let's just go like for a glaze somewhere here. Hi, Lady Red from Genoa City, Wisconsin. Oh, interesting. Thank you for joining. Hi, Terry. That's okay. I started late today. This is a really beautiful, classy color combo, don't you think? So good. So layery. So this makes a really pretty kind of peachy color when I mix white with it. Whoops, I adulterated it with some of that Payne's gray, but that's okay. I just cut through here. Let's do some dashes. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. Maybe even just like a little piece. Terry, you're working with this. This is the ultramarine blue, or with just all the kind of subtle blues. Um, I I love working with blue. This is almost a purple blue. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see here. Ultra mixed with burnt sienna. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a little similar to what we're doing today, but the Payne's gray is not as pure as the Payne's. The Payne's is not as pure as the ultramarine. I think that's kind of fun. I have, okay, let's leave that. I like it. And okay, here is my fancy book, my Fabriano. And this paper is so delightful. It's almost like anything I paint in here turns out good because it's such a great paper. It's so high quality. You almost can't go wrong. So hopefully I just didn't curse myself by saying that. And I need some more iron oxide. I think I'm gonna bring out some of this turquoise just to show you how beautiful it is. Stay low. I'm really, oh no. I feel like it dried up a little bit. Got kind of tacky. Well, it'll still work. Uh-oh. I must have left the lid off a little bit. This stuff's expensive, so I try not to do that. Let's see if I can get anything out of it. Let's see here. Oh yeah. There we go. I'm gonna mix it with the red iron oxide. Now this color is insanely beautiful. This is red iron oxide and phthalo turquoise. Of course, on this paper too, it's like the ultimate combination. Hi, Sherry. You made it. Okay, so let me mix that with some white and see what happens. I bet it's going to be a really pretty color. I'm going to add some Payne's Gray. Why not? I need to get some water because I swallowed a vitamin this morning and it didn't go down. Be right back. Okay. Sherry, you're starting a color theory course from a book by Hornung. Huh. Well, that'll be a great thing to bring to your painting practice. You'll have to share some of what you learned with us. All right, I'm going to try the glue stick on the wet strength tissue paper. Should be fine. I just don't want it to rip. Yeah. Okay, let's affix this. I liked it right here. Oh, yeah, I like that. Fun. Okay, so now I want to add that raw umber color. I want like a light brown, something to warm it up a little bit. And that was the Payne's Gray and the red iron oxide. I accidentally added turquoise to it, so it's not as warm as I wanted, but it's okay. That's a nice color. I like it so much that I want to do more, but I'm gonna exercise some restraint. And what I could do is add a little white. So I just get a variation of that. Maybe I'll add a little more of the red. And that way I can satisfy my desire to use more of this color, but it's just adjusted a little bit. And Maribeth Quinn. Oh, I write that down. Maribeth Quinn. Okay. One N? Yeah, one N. Okay. Thank you. Oh, right. I brought up these boxes and I keep forgetting to use them. I don't know if this is going to work because this paint is a little wet. We'll see. Let's see. Interesting. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, fun. Let's leave that. Maybe I'll add some more later, but it's very playful. Oops. I really like this one. I'm gonna leave it. Today, this morning's fragrance was by Zervalet by Cartier, and I can still smell it. It's very elegant. And I used transparent red iron oxide and Payne's gray, and I will list these in the description below so they're easy to find, as well as titanium white and some turquoise. And these are the pieces that I worked on today. There's this guy, and that one. I like this one the best, I think. And then this one is not dry yet, but I can sort of help that along. I'm just gonna roll this on here like that. This one turned out kind of interesting. Fun layers. But thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next Thursday. Hopefully, I will be back on at 9 again. Bye.